Welcome back to Astrology with Ninad. Hope everyone is doing well and staying safe and healthy. In this video, I am going to discuss the luckiest signs of this year, and that is especially true from next month onwards due to the very important transit of Jupiter into the sign of Aries and its conjunction with Rahu. So, my predictions are mainly based on your moon or ascendant sign per Vedic astrology. If you don't know your signs, I recommend going to a online Vedic birth chart calculator, plugging in your birth details, and finding out those signs. Moon sign predictions have an impact on the mind or emotions of a human being, while ascendant predictions have an impact on actual physical events in life. I have listed the timestamps in the description box below for your convenience, so you can click on the time that corresponds to your moon or rising sign and watch accordingly. So without any delay, let us take a look at the luckiest signs of this year and let's get started. Thank you. The first lucky sign is Aries, which is known as Mesh Rasi. If we look at the position of Saturn, Shani Dev, it will be strongly placed in your 11th house in its own Mul Trikona sign Aquarius. This is a very positive placement because 11th house is one of the most auspicious houses in Vedic astrology. It is the Labhasthan, the house of gains. It is the Ichha Purti Sthan, the house of fulfillment of desires. So naturally, your long-term goals, aspirations, dreams, desires will slowly start to get fulfilled. If you were feeling neglected at your workplace, you were having a hard time in your job and profession, now slowly things will start to change for the better. As the lord of your career house, Saturn, is now strongly placed in the 11th house, there will be a lot of good opportunities that will come your way. And you will put in a lot of hard work and effort, which will help you to gain the appreciation, recognition, and rewards that you deserve. Then Saturn's main strongest enemy aspect will be directly on your 5th house on the strongest enemy sign Leo. But now there is a solution for that because Dev Guru Brihaspati, Jupiter, will be finally transiting to your 1st house, to the ascendant in the sign of Aries itself on April 22, and it will become conjunct with Rahu, and it will aspect your 5th, 7th, and 9th houses. So as you can see that whatever problems Rahu was causing for such a long time, because it is placed in the strong enemy sign Aries, it might have caused a lot of problems in your health, in your decision making. But due to Jupiter's conjunction, Rahu's malefic energies will be controlled to a great extent because Jupiter will become very powerful in the fire sign of Aries and will become Digbali, meaning it will gain directional strength in the 1st house. And it is known that Jupiter in the 1st house can nullify thousands of bad doshas in the horoscope. So naturally, when it aspects your 5th house, it will also nullify the cruel aspect of Saturn on the sign of Leo. So you might get gains from your speculative investments, from any past stock market investments that you might have made. Your children will start to respect you more. It will be a good time for progeny related matters for women. Education will also be on the forefront. Your decision making ability will become sharper than before. If you are single and hoping to find a romantic partner, then there's a strong chance you might be able to find a comparable partner and get into a long-term romantic relationship. Then you see the second aspect of Jupiter will be directly on your seventh house, on the sign of Libra. Although this will be somewhat of an enemy aspect, Jupiter is still Dev Guru Brihaspati. So naturally, there is a lot of auspiciousness in its aspect and it will always try to do good for you. So that romantic relationship might even convert to marriage because both the fifth and seventh houses are now getting activated. So, with the blessings of Devguru Brihaspati, your romance, your relationship might finally be now converted into a long lasting permanent marriage. If you're already married, then there will be a lot of harmony, peace, and passion in your married life. You will start to get along with your spouse. Your spouse will start to show more affection, love, respect, and care towards you. You will spend a lot of golden and memorable moments with your partner. Also, some people might think of starting a new business, like a new startup. And those who are already running a business, but if they were not really doing that good, if they were facing a lot of losses, expenses, now things will slowly start to change and turn for the better. Slowly, you will start to do much better in your business activities. You might start to see some profits. If you're in a business partnership, then your business partner will also be more supportive than before. But still, be slightly cautious in your business dealings as this will be not the most friendliest of aspect. So, do your due diligence, research, analysis, and then make any major decisions related to your business activities, whether it is any major financial business investments or expanding your business. The final aspect of Jupiter will fall on your ninth house on its own sign, Sagittarius, which is also a fire sign and it's Mul Trikona. So naturally, your Bhagya will start to support you more. Your destiny will get stronger because Jupiter is the natural Karaka, the natural significator of the ninth house. So your luck factor will start to improve. If you are facing losses, then slowly those will now be converted into profits and your savings will also start to increase. You might go on long distance journeys, vacations. You might do a holy pilgrimage because ninth house is the highest of the Dharma Trikona. You will also become very duty minded. You will become very righteous and follow your duties with the highest ethics. You might also speak or you might seek a spiritual mentor, a guide, a guru. You might take more interest in doing yoga, meditation, and that will be largely beneficial. Those students who have been thinking of applying for higher education, such as master's or PhD program, to a foreign land, might finally get that golden opportunity. Those who are already pursuing higher education will make excellent academic progress with your hard work and effort. Your intuition skills will also be on the rise. So, as you can see, this transit of Jupiter to your first house from April onwards is going to be a game changer. It will nullify the cruel and harsh aspect of Saturn on your fifth house to a great extent. It will open lots of doors of opportunities for you, and it will also try to control Rahu to a great extent as well, because Jupiter is the only planet that has the ability to control Rahu, as no other planet can do that. So I hope this was helpful to you and know that a lot of good times are in store for my Aries friends. So make the best use of it, and I wish you good luck. The second lucky sign is Gemini, which is known as Mithun Rashi. If we look at the position of Saturn, it will be placed in your ninth house in its Mool Trikona sign Aquarius. Now, this is a very auspicious placement. First, because any planet placed in its Mool Trikona is known to give excellent results. Also, Saturn is Bhagyesh for Gemini because it controls your destiny house. So naturally, your destiny will get stronger by the day. If you had faced a lot of difficulties, problems, and issues in your life for the last 2.5 to 3 years because Saturn was in your eighth house, well, now things are going to start changing for the better because finally the Lord of your destiny house will now be strongly placed in your ninth house of destiny itself. Your luck factor will also start to improve. Those students who are wanting to pursue higher education, such as master's or PhD program in a foreign country, will now start to have much better luck with their admissions. Those students already pursuing higher education will make excellent academic progress. You will also become very dharmic, very duty minded, because ninth house is the highest of the dharma trikona. You might also get inclined towards pursuing spirituality, religious activities. You might take up yoga, meditation, and that will be largely beneficial. From the ninth house, Saturn will directly aspect your third house, which will fall on the strongest enemy sign Leo. So that can certainly create issues. But the good news is that finally Devguru Brihaspati, Jupiter, will be transiting to your 11th house, the Labastan, in the sign of Aries from next month, which is April 22 onwards, and it will conjunct with Rahu. So that will be a huge saving grace because Jupiter will become very powerful in the fire sign of Aries, and first it will nullify any bad effects that Rahu might be causing. Rahu's position in the 11th house is usually always considered to be a good placement, and Rahu is also known to be a good planet for Mithun Lagna or Gemini moon sign. And 11th house is one of the most auspicious houses in Vedic astrology. It is the Labhastan, the house of gains, the Ichhapurti Stan, the house of fulfillment of desires. So naturally, your long-term wishes, dreams, goals, ambitions, aspirations will now slowly become realized. You will make new friends. You will meet important people and make influential connections which might help you in the long run. Money will definitely be coming your way. You will get gains from multiple sources of income. From the 11th house, Jupiter will aspect your third house, and that will nullify the cruel aspect of Saturn to a large extent. Because, as I said before, Saturn will directly aspect your third house from the ninth house, and that will fall on the strong enemy sign Leo. But Jupiter's aspect from April 22 onwards will provide to be a huge saving grace. It will help to solidify the relationship between siblings. If there were any issues, any bitterment in the relationship, now slowly that will fade away and there will be more harmony and peace in your relationship with your brothers or sisters. Your communication skills will become very effective and you will get the point across by only saying a few words. You will excel if you are in the field of advertising, sales, marketing, real estate, politics. Short distance journeys will be largely beneficial. You will become very courageous, enterprising. You will not back down from your decisions. You will stand your ground. and you will become extremely hardworking, and you will work hard towards achieving your goals, ambition, and desires. The next aspect of Jupiter will fall on your fifth house, on the sign of Libra. This will not be the friendliest of aspects, but still, Jupiter is now placed in your Labastan, Ichha Purti Stan, and it will aspect your fifth house. So, naturally, if you're single, then there is going to be a strong chance to potentially meet someone and get into a romantic relationship. Although you need to maintain some caution and do your due diligence and do some proper research before jumping into a new relationship. Try to really get to know that person well and then only make any sort of decision. You will start to spend a lot of time with your children if you have any. They will start to respect you more. Your bonding with them will start to increase and solidify. Your education area will also be highlighted. If you're in the teaching profession, then you will start to get the gains, appreciation, and rewards that you deserve. And your students will start to give you the credit that you deserve all along. Then the next aspect of Jupiter will be on your seventh house, which will fall on its own sign Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi, which is its Mool Trikona. So naturally, your long-term desire of getting married, if you're single, will now become realized. So if you are in a romantic relationship, then it might convert to a actual marriage. If you don't have anyone in your life and you're looking to get settled down, then you might finally find that comparable partner and get into a marriage which might run for the long haul. So, definitely the wedding bells might start ringing for many people due to this auspicious aspect of Jupiter on your seventh house. If you're already married and if there were any issues in your married life, then slowly those might be resolved and there will be more harmony, love, romance, peace in your married life going forward. Your spouse will start to show more affection, love, and care towards you, which will make you feel important and feel that you are cared for. Also, the seventh house is connected to business activities. So, if you were running your business and facing a lot of losses, expenses, then things will start to change for the better. You will start to cut your losses. You will start to convert them to profits. You might think of business expansion, of making any business financial investments, maybe getting into a business partnership. If you're already in a business partnership, then your business partner will be very much supportive and cooperative with your long term vision, ideas, any business expansion, implementation plans. Some people might think of starting a new business like a startup. So, as you can see, a lot of good things are in store for my Gemini friends because Saturn, Rahu, and Jupiter are the game changers. And this transit of Jupiter to your 11th house, to the best house in the horoscope, and it being the ruler of your 10th house of career as well as the 7th house of marriage, is going to open lots of doors of opportunities for you, whether it is rising in your career, being successful in your job and profession, doing good in your business, getting married, getting into a new relationship, traveling, long distance, short distance, maybe pursuing higher education. You have the full blessings and support of Saturn, Jupiter, and even Rahu is placed in the 11th house where it is known to do very well because it is the highest of the Kama Trikona. And now Jupiter will also control Rahu to a large extent because it was running free before this, but now it will be under the direct supervision of Dev Guru Brihaspati. So, a lot of wonderful things in store for my Gemini friends. I hope you make the best use of it because truly the planets are going to be very favorable for you in the coming time period. So, all the best to you and good luck. The next lucky sign is Leo, which is Simha Rashi. If we look at the position of Saturn, Shani Dev, it will be placed in your 7th house in its Mool Trikona, Aquarius. So that is a big sigh of relief. That is wonderful news indeed. Because for the last 2.5 to 3 years, it was placed in your 6th house, which is 12 places away from the 7th house that it ruled, and also 6th house is a trikstan. So naturally, you might have faced a lot of difficulties, hurdles and obstacles when it came to your married life or business activities. Well, now things are going to start changing because finally your 7th lord is strongly placed in its Mool Trikona, Kumbha Rashi, in the 7th house itself. So, if you have been single for a while, you are hoping to get married, then you might finally be able to find a comparable life partner and get married. Your long term wishes will slowly start coming true. The wedding bells might finally start ringing. If you are already married and there were a lot of disturbance and disharmony in your married life, now that will slowly be resolved and there will be much more peace, harmony, love in your relationship going forward. You will start to get better along with your spouse. Your communication will be much better, and your spouse will also show more affection and love towards you. If you were running a business and not making good money, if you were facing losses and just having a lot of expenses, then you will slowly start to cut your losses, reduce your expenses, and start making money, start making profits. You will think of doing a new business deal. You might think of business expansion. You might think of new business strategies for implementation. You might think of doing multiple business partnerships. You might get lucrative business opportunities. If you're in a business partnership and things were not going so smoothly with your business partner, then that might also change. Your business partner will start to support you more in your ideas about your business. Some people might also think of starting a new business like a startup. Then, if we look, Saturn will directly aspect your 1st house, your ascendant itself, the Lagna, which will fall on the strongest enemy sign Leo. Now, this is going to be a very harsh aspect because Saturn is not fond of the sign Leo as it is ruled by its bitter enemy, the king of planets, Sun. But now there is a solution to that. Finally, Dev Guru Brihaspati, Jupiter, will be transiting to your 9th house of destiny, which Jupiter is the natural significator of. Jupiter is the natural karaka of the 9th house of luck and destiny, and from there it will become conjunct with Rahu. So, whatever issues Rahu was creating, Jupiter will try to reduce those problems because Jupiter is the only planet that can control Rahu to a great extent. So finally, those malefic Rahu energies will now be controlled by Dev Guru Brihaspati. So your destiny will start to support you more. Your luck factor will improve. If you are pursuing higher education such as master's or PhD program, you will make excellent academic progress and you will impress your professors who will appreciate your hard work and effort. Those students who want to pursue higher education in a foreign country might finally get admission to their dream college. You will become very duty oriented, dharmic, because 9th house is the highest of the dharma trikona. You will get inclined towards spirituality, religion. You might visit a temple, a mosque, a church. You might undergo a lot of spiritual transformation. You might go on a holy pilgrimage. You might get into yoga, meditation, and that will be largely beneficial. From the ninth house, coming back to my point, Jupiter will aspect your ascendant, the Lagna as well, which will fall on your own sign, Leo. And as I said before, Saturn will be directly aspecting it with a very harsh and cruel aspect. And if that could cause issues and disturbance in your health, in your overall destiny and luck factor. But now you have Jupiter and Jupiter's protection to a large extent, because it will also aspect your first house and reduce the malefic aspect of Saturn to a large extent. So naturally, your health will start to improve. You will feel more robust. If you are suffering from any acute or chronic health issues, then also you might slowly start to get some relief. Your destiny and luck factor are going to support you more. You will rise in your job and profession. Your bosses and co-workers will start to appreciate your hard work and effort, and your talents will be recognized. You will come out as a leader in your organization. Everyone in your family will start to respect you. They will give you more attention that you deserve. And then you see that Jupiter will aspect your third house. The direct aspect on the third house will help to improve your communication skills. You might only say a few words, but will have a strong impact on whoever you interact with. You will become very brave and courageous. You will become enterprising. You will stand up for yourself. You will not back down from anything. Your relationship with your siblings will improve to a great extent. And the final aspect of Jupiter will be on your fifth house, on its own Mool Trikona sign, Sagittarius. So this will be a very beautiful aspect, and your intuition skills will improve. Your basically you will start to get gains from your past investments, maybe like the stock market or any speculative investments that you might have made. If you have any children, and if there was any disharmony in the relationship with them, then slowly there will be an improvement in the same. They will start to spend more time with you. They will give you more love and affection, and your bonding with your children will also increase. The progeny area is also looking to be strong for women. Also, if you're in the teaching profession, then your teaching skills will be applauded by your students, and you will definitely get the credit, respect, and recognition that you deserve. And it is also the house of Purva Punya, past life good deeds. So naturally, you will also get benefit from the same. So as you can see, a lot of good times are in store for my Leo friends, because I know you guys have gone through a lot of hard times in the past because of Jupiter's position in the 8th house, Saturn being in the 6th house. So definitely not easy. But finally, your time is now coming, and you should make the best use of it. I hope this was useful to you, my friends, and thank you for watching. The next lucky sign is Libra, which is known as Tula Rashi. If you look at the position of Saturn, Shani Dev, it is strongly placed in your 5th house in its Mool Trikona sign Aquarius, which is Kumbha Rashi. This is a very auspicious and beneficial placement. First, because any planet placed in its Mool Trikona is known to give excellent results. Also, Saturn is a Yoga Karaka planet for Libra, as it controls a center and a trine house. So now its placement in the 5th house can bring lot of stability in your life in multiple areas. If you have any children and your relationship with them was not as good, now there will be lot of stability going forward. They will start to respect you more, and you will start spending more time with your children, and there will be more harmony and peace in the relationship going forward. If you had invested in the past, whether it was the real estate, stock market, or any other investment, then you might start to see some returns in the coming time. If you are single and hoping to find a romantic partner, then you might be able to find a comparable partner and get into a long term romantic relationship, because Saturn is a planet that denotes long term stability and permanence. If you are in the teaching profession, then your teaching skills will be greatly appreciated by your students, and you will get the rewards and respect that you deserve. Now, from the fifth house, Saturn will aspect your 11th house, which will fall on the strong enemy sign Leo. This can cause a bit of trouble when it comes to your money area or fulfillment of desires. But now there is going to be a strong solution to that, as Dev Guru Brihaspati, Jupiter, will finally transit to your seventh house on April 22, and it will conjunct with Rahu. So there are solution to two things at once. First is Rahu's malefic energies in your seventh house could have been creating lot of issues in your married life or business front. But now Jupiter, which is the only planet that can control Rahu, will reduce Rahu's malefic energies to a large extent. So naturally, you can expect a lot of harmony and peace in your married life going forward. If you are single, hoping to get married, then certainly you might be able to find a comparable life partner and get married. And the wedding bells might finally start ringing. And there is a strong chance you might marry a foreigner or someone from a different race, religion, culture, because Rahu is conjunct with Jupiter. Also, if you had suffered a lot of losses, expenses in your business activities till now, once Jupiter enters the seventh house, things will start to change. You might start to cut your losses and reduce your expenses and finally start making some good profits in your business activities. If you are in a business partnership and your business partner was not cooperating with you, if there was any disharmony in the relationship, any bitterness, now slowly that might be resolved, and your business partner will start to be more supportive of you, more supportive of your ideas, whether it is regarding business expansion, reinvesting money back in the business, implementing new business strategies. It is going to be a whole world of new opportunities for you that will open up. You might also think of starting a new business like a startup, and you will have the strong support of Jupiter. But still, you need to have a bit of caution, do proper due diligence, research, and analysis before you make any major decisions, because Jupiter will still be conjunct with Rahu. But now, getting back to my previous point, that Saturn will be directly aspecting your 11th house, which will fall on the strong enemy sign Leo. But now from April 22 onwards, you will have the beautiful aspect of Jupiter on your 11th house as well. The support and protection of Dev Guru Brihaspati will control and reduce the malefic, cruel, and harsh aspect of Saturn as well. So you might start to see gains from multiple sources of income. Your long-term wishes, dreams, goals, desires, ambitions might slowly start getting fulfilled. You might meet new people, make new friends, meet influential people, make important contacts which might be useful to you in the long run. Your relationship with your elder siblings will start to improve. Then the next aspect will be directly on your first house, the ascendant itself. So naturally, your health will start to improve. You will feel more robust. Your energy levels will start to rise. Your destiny and luck factor will start to support you more. You will come out as a leader in your workplace, in your organization, in your family. Everyone will start to respect you, support you, and notice you more. Those who had dismissed you earlier, now they will truly recognize your hidden talents, potential, and skills. The final aspect of Jupiter will be on your third house, which will fall on its own sign, which is Sagittarius. So, naturally, that is the Mool Trikona of Jupiter. So, with its blessings on your third house, short distance journeys will be largely beneficial. Your relationship with your siblings, whether it is elder siblings or younger siblings, will improve. Your communication skills will become very persuasive. You will become assertive. You will get your point across by only saying a few words, but you will have a strong impact on whoever you interact with. You will become very brave, courageous, enterprising in the coming time period. Nothing or no one will be able to stop you from achieving your goals, ambitions, and desires. And you will be a force to be reckoned with. So, for my Libra, Tula Rashi friends, a lot of good times in store for you because Jupiter's moment to the seventh house is going to be a game changer in a lot of areas of your life, as it will reduce the strongest enemy aspect of Saturn, as well at the same time it will control and nullify Rahu's malefic energies to a large extent. So, I hope you use this upcoming time period to your advantage, make good decisions, because Saturn's position in the fifth house will also help to improve your decision making ability. You will now think twice before making any hasty decision. You will carefully analyze everything and then slowly plan out and then make a decision. And that will also be very favorable for you, as Saturn is the slowest moving planet. So it appreciates people who take the time, effort, energy, and have a lot of patience before implementing any idea. So, a lot of good times in store for my Libra friends. So, use it to your advantage, and I wish you all the very best. The next lucky sign is Sagittarius, which is known as Dhanu Rashi. If we look at the position of Saturn, Shani Dev, it is strongly placed in your third house in its Mool Trikona, Aquarius. This is a very good placement because any planet placed in its Mool Trikona is known to give excellent results. Also, Shani Dev is known to do very well when it is placed in a Upchaya Sthan like the third house. So naturally, you will become very brave, courageous, and enterprising in the coming time period. No one or nothing will be able to stop you from achieving your dreams. You will strive and work very hard to achieve your goals, objectives, ambitions, and desires, and you will make it a reality. Your relationship with your siblings will start to improve by the day. And if there was any disharmony in the relationship, slowly that will be resolved. Short distance journeys will be largely beneficial. Those who are in the field of sales, advertising, marketing, real estate, politics will largely benefit from this placement. Now we consider that Saturn will directly aspect the ninth house from the third house. And I want to discuss this because this is going to be the most cruel aspect, as it will fall on the strongest enemy sign, Leo. Yes, Saturn has two other aspects as well, but this will be the most cruel aspect because it will be the direct seventh aspect, and that too on the enemy sign Leo, which is ruled by the bearer enemy planet, which is the king of planets, that is Sun. But there is a huge saving grace in store. Finally, Devguru Brihaspati, the planet Jupiter, will be transiting in your fifth house in the sign of Aries. So the Lord of your ascendant, the ruler of your Lagna, Dev Guru Brihaspati, will transit to the fifth house, which it is a natural karaka of. It is a natural significator of the fifth house. It will transit to the powerful, friendly fire sign of Aries, and it will become conjunct with Rahu. So it will do two things at once. It will reduce the malefic energies of Rahu and any problems that it was creating, and it will also reduce and nullify the cruel aspect of Saturn on your ninth house. And that's what we will discuss. So, Jupiter, when it transits to your fifth house, there can be a lot of improvement in your relationship with your children if you have any. You might benefit from any past investments that you might have made, whether it is the stock market, real estate, or any other investments. If you are in the teaching profession, then finally you will start to get appreciation, respect, and reward for your teaching ability, and your students will start to respect you more. You will start to spend more time with your children. You will go on a lot of outings with them, and there will be a lot of memorable moments. Also, fifth house is connected to love and romance. So if you are single, there is a strong chance you might come across a potential partner and get into a romantic relationship. And that partner might be of a different race, religion, culture. It might be a person living in a foreign land because of Rahu's conjunction with Jupiter in the fifth house. Your decision making ability will also become very sharp, and you will become very quick witted because of this conjunction. It is going to be a very powerful conjunction because before Rahu was only creating illusion, deception, showing a mirage, but now Guru will show you the way. It will clear up the path for making correct life decisions. So you will start to take slow and steady and careful decisions which will better your life in the coming time. So then Jupiter will aspect your ninth house. And as I said before, Saturn is directly aspecting it with a very cruel aspect as it is falling on the enemy sign Leo. But now Jupiter's aspect will provide a great level of protection because Leo is a very, very friendly sign for Jupiter, and it is also the second fire sign. So naturally, your destiny and luck factor will start to support you more. You will become very duty minded. You will become dharmic. You will become very ethical, righteous. You might take up yoga, meditation, dhyan. You will engage yourself in spirituality, religious activities. You might start visiting religious places like temples, mosques, churches, and you will gain a lot of happiness from that. You will also go on any holy pilgrimage, visiting holy places that might be of great interest to you in the coming time. You might start doing charity work. You might engage in social service, and that will be largely beneficial. There might be opportunities for students to pursue higher education, such as master's or PhD program in a foreign country. If you're already pursuing a higher education program, then you will impress your professors with your hard work, effort, and intelligence, and you will gain their respect, and you will achieve excellent academic progress. Then the next aspect of Jupiter will be on your 11th house, the Labhasthan. So your long-term wishes, dreams, goals, desires, ambitions, with your hard work and effort will slowly start getting realized. You will start making new friends, meeting new people, making important influential connections, which might help you in the long run. You will start to get gains from multiple sources of income. And the final aspect of Jupiter will be on your ascendant, on your Lagna itself, on the sign of Sagittarius. So naturally, your health will improve, your vitality will improve, you will feel more robust, your energy levels will increase. If you were suffering from any health issues, then you will start to feel better. You will get a lot of relief. Your luck factor will start supporting you. Your personality will start shining. You will appear to be a leader in your work, organization. Your bosses and co-workers, those who had dismissed you earlier, will start noticing you. They will start to give you the credit, respect, recognition, and attention that you deserve. Your wealth will start to increase. Your bank balance will go through the roof, and your savings will also improve. So, as you can see, a lot of good times are coming in store for my Sagittarius Dhanu Rashi friends, because the ruler and lord of your ascendant itself, Dev Guru Brihaspati, will be placed in the most auspicious fifth house and will control your destiny to a large extent. It will reduce the malefic effects of Rahu, because it is the only planet that can do so, and it will also reduce the cruel seventh aspect of Saturn and will provide great protection for the same. So I hope this was useful to you and that you can use this time period that is coming up to your advantage, and hope that you prosper a lot and you grow and achieve all your ambitions and desires in the coming time period. Thank you for watching. The final lucky sign is Capricorn, which is Makar Rashi. If we look at the position of Saturn, Shani Dev, it is strongly placed in your second house in its Mool Trikona sign Aquarius, which is Kumbha Rashi. Now this is a very auspicious and beneficial placement, because any planet placed in its Mool Trikona is known to give excellent and powerful results. Also, Saturn is the ruler of your ascendant, the lord of your Lagna, so it always wants the best for you. And now it is strongly placed in your Dhanasthan. So if you had endured a lot of financial losses, instability, and expenses in the past 2 to 3 years, now slowly things will start to improve and change for the better. Your savings will start to grow. Your finances will increase. Your bank balance will start to slowly and steadily rise. And you will feel more financially stable than ever before. So money will definitely be coming your way, but it will be up to you to use good money management skills to ensure that you save that money and solidify your financial future. There might also be a fun family reunion on the cards, and you might meet family members that you might have not met for a long time. Your communication skills will also get very direct and to the point. You will say only a few words, but will have a strong impact on whoever you interact with. You will start to get on a good diet and also work on improving your health. But Saturn's direct aspect will be on your 8th house. This will be the most cruel aspect, as it will fall on the strongest enemy sign Leo, which is ruled by the enemy planet Sun, which is the king of planets. Yes, Saturn does have 2 other aspects, but this is going to be the most important aspect, as it will be the most harsh aspect, as it is falling on the 8th house, and that too on the enemy sign Leo. But the good saving grace that you are getting is that Jupiter, Dev Guru Brihaspati, will finally be moving to your 4th house in April 22, and it will stay there for 1 year, and it will be conjunct with Rahu, the north node of the moon. So this will tackle 2 problems for you. First is that Jupiter will nullify and reduce the malefic energies of Rahu to a great extent. And second, it will also nullify the cruel aspect of Saturn on the 8th house, because Jupiter itself will aspect your 8th house, which will fall on the great friend sign Leo. And we'll get to that. But before that, When it transits to the fourth house, there are going to be a lot of improvements in your life. You can expect your mother's health to improve. If there were any health issues in the past, slowly that might get resolved. You might think of investing in real estate. You might think of buying a new house, a new property, or a new vehicle. You might also think of selling your house or vehicle for a profit. Those students pursuing primary education, such as bachelor's or high school, will make excellent academic progress with their hard work and effort. You will start to feel more relaxed. Your stress levels will start to go down. You might also think of decorating your new house with brand new luxury furniture, and you will just have a good gala time. Jupiter's aspect on the eighth house. This one will be the most important aspect as that will nullify the aspect of Saturn. So instead of major losses, that might get converted to sudden unexpected gains of wealth that might come your way. It can be through inheritance, the stock market, any speculative investments, maybe any past investments that you might have made through your spouse, through your in laws, something that you had never expected. If you are suffering from any chronic health issues, then there might be a relief on the cards. You might get interested toward occult studies, astrology, astronomy, psychic readings, tarot readings. All these things will start to fascinate you. You will take a more deep interest in that. Those people in the research oriented field, any investigation type of fields, will largely benefit from this beneficial aspect of Jupiter, which will provide great protection for you. The next aspect of Jupiter will be directly on your 10th house. So, if you were feeling neglected in your job and profession, you were not getting the appreciation for your hard work and effort, now slowly things will start to change. With your determination, with your constant effort, your bosses and co-workers will recognize your talents and skills, and they will give you the rewards, recognition, respect that you deserve. You will come out on top as a leader in your organization, in society. Your status will start to rise. Everyone will start to notice you more. If you don't have a job, I highly recommend keep applying and give lots of interviews, because there is a strong chance you might land a new job with a decent salary and benefits package. And those who are already in a good job, you might finally get that bonus increment in salary or promotion that you deserve. The final aspect of Jupiter will be on your 12th house on its own Mul Trikona sign Sagittarius. And Jupiter's aspects are always considered like nectar, very beneficial and protective. So you might even get a job opportunity to settle in a foreign country. You might even think of pursuing your business or opening up a new business in a foreign land. If you were suffering from any sleep disorders like insomnia, then there might be some relief on the cards, and your quality of sleep will improve in the coming time period. You might take up yoga, meditation, involve yourself in spiritual or religious activities. You might visit any holy pilgrimage. You might start visiting temples, church, mosque, and you might engage yourself in religious activities in the religion that you follow, because the 12th house is the highest of the moksha trikona. You might start doing more charity work. You might also participate in social service organizations, and all this will be largely beneficial. You might think of doing long term investments, and that might be helpful to you in the long run. Also, if you are in a relationship, the romance and passion will definitely be on the rise, as the 12th house is the house of bed pleasures. So, as you can see, a lot of good times are coming for you, my Capricorn Makar Rashi friends. because Jupiter's transit to the fourth house is going to be a huge game changer in a lot of areas of your life. Especially, it will reduce the hardest aspect of Saturn, and it will also control Rahu's erratic, malefic energies to a large extent. And Jupiter is the only planet known to do so, because no other planet can really tame down Rahu, as it likes to act on its own, and only Jupiter has that capacity to be able to control Rahu and redirect its energies in a positive way. So I hope this video was useful to you and that you can make the best use of this upcoming golden period in your life. Take slow and steady steps. Do not take hasty decisions, because you are ruled by Saturn, which is the taskmaster, the planet of discipline, karma, and the slowest moving planet. So the more you take your time, do proper research analysis, the more you will benefit in the long run. So I wish you all the very best, and I hope you make the best use of this upcoming time that is going to be in your favor. Thank you.